We're gonna start the video now. Do you want to be on the video? You want to hang out? Okay. Hey, this is Megan Caper, medical intuitive and energy healer, and Penny, who I think is ready to go down. Are you ready to go down? Okay, go. I wanted to come talk to you today about another energy healing session that I had where something interesting came up that I thought was so wise of the person's body. This is a client who in this session wanted to look at metabolism, and they were doing this new program to try to adjust leptin, which is one of our metabolic hormones that can often get off with the way we live our modern lives. And so we were going in and we were working on metabolism and we were working on some other things. And then we got to her heart chakra, and we were looking at her heart chakra and her heart complex, which is her heart chakra, her heart itself, the pericardium, so both energetic and physical. And what I heard so clearly from her intuition or her innate wisdom or her soul, which is what I tune into with people when I'm doing sessions, is I heard the phrase, leave some stones unturned. And a lot of times what happens with me when I get an intuitive hit is I'll get like a phrase, but then at the same time, I'll get a whole download about what that phrase means at the same time. So the phrase I heard super clearly to tell her was, leave some stones unturned. And the download I got was about how, you know, we can get to a point in our journeys to heal on a physical level or an emotional level or a spiritual level where we're in this like fix it mode. We're in this mode of like, okay, what's the next thing? How do I improve more? How do I grow this way? And it almost becomes sort of a unconscious aspect of feeling like we're not good enough, or we're not healed enough, or we're not, you know, there's still more to do. And I think for those of us that came from a background where we had a family or a partner who nitpicked at us in some way, where, you know, we were never quite good enough, or we were always doing it wrong, or we were at risk of angering them, you know, at any given moment based on what we did or didn't do or not doing it perfectly. I think it can actually become an aspect of our belief system to just keep improving ourselves. And we do it under the name of like self-awareness, right? Like I'm just becoming more aware of all these things about myself and my body and what it needs. But I think that this leave some stones unturned was really trying to illustrate the difference between self-awareness and self-compassion. So, you know, self-awareness is sort of like this like idea that I can get to know myself and all of the little nooks and crannies and what's causing this and why I act like this, and, you know, what is it about my past or what happened to me that, you know, caused this, that, or the other thing, and how do I fix it? Does it need shadow work? Does it need, you know, to take a different supplement? Like, what's going on? Whereas self-compassion is just loving yourself in the moment, right? It's just loving yourself the way you are. But I think at the core of that is the feeling that you are already complete. You're already worthy. You are already deserving of love the way you are. You don't need to change. You don't need to do anything for anyone. You don't need to people please. You just need to be your amazing self, and other people will love you for that. There's no improvement needed. There's no change needed. Even if you're like, well, but I still have this going on from my trauma, or I'm still reactive in this way, or I'm still triggered in this way, like, yeah. And there's an energy you can direct towards yourself, which is gentle and loving and kind, and isn't requiring you to try harder or do something in a different way or fix something, right? Because that was the energy of what we got told when we were little. But it's not how you want to talk to yourself now, right? And I think it's really hard because the wellness industry and the health industry, I mean, the industry I'm in and what I do, there's sort of this, like, there's always the next thing, right? I mean, even the like biohacking thing that's become popular, like there's always something you can do to like get a little bit better or, you know, stay on this journey of self-improvement. And that's not necessarily a bad thing on its own. But when you're doing that as a way to reinforce the belief that I'm not quite good enough yet, I'm not quite good enough yet, or I could be trying harder, right? Or I could be doing better, those beliefs are not helpful, right? Those beliefs end up, they're like just this side of shaming yourself, right? So I just thought that was so interesting. Leave some stones unturned, right? It wasn't like stop altogether and stop doing all of the work you're doing, but it was like, you know, it's okay to just let yourself be worthy or be deserving or be able to be loved right now, the way you are, without doing anything else. So I thought that was pretty powerful. I was pretty impressed that her body's intuitive wisdom came up with that. So for those of you out there that need to hear this, that are sort of in that mindset of like, okay, what can I do to improve myself? You know, physically, how can I get healthier? How can I look better? How can I, you know, or mentally, how can I like feel less anxious or whatever? Like, leave some of those stones unturned. Lean into being gently kind and loving towards yourself in exactly how you are now. Because you are deserving of love right now. Absolutely. I see it. All right. I hope this was helpful, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.